Hello, everybody. You are watching RiverScum with the Scums. Fuck.
Stu, I like the stuff you said during your interjections during the podcast or the radio show.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
The Stu Bird in action.
I make a point to have my little sloganeerings
Yeah.
be heard anyway.
Unfortunately, Dick Stacks has to be a part of it.
Every
Yeah,
time.
Dick Stacks has
Every
to be
time.
a part
Every
of it.
time.
That was the mistake we made.
He's got a contract, and that's
Who even gave him the contract? Because it seems like
it was me.
Travis.
damn,
I did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of
Travis
course.
is the one who calls him up all the time.
Oh.
I know it because he sends me the reviews and I got to edit them.
He's a good writer. He's a good guy. I've actually never even met him. I've never met him in person.
Okay.
He emailed me one time, I think, and it was
He emailed you a review for a band.
yeah,
and you were like, you know what?
Yeah, it was some like obscure Norwegian like NSBM band or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
But I just remember he was really rude, and he. I don't know.
He was
man.
like,
It just-
I don't give a fuck what y'all are doing.
Interesting.
But he's doing it for free. I don't have
But
to pay him.
I was,
It's
yeah,
good enough,
and that's when I
like-
stuck
Okay.
up for it because
He's got a solid
because
opinion.
I was there when he
Okay.
got the email. We were all chilling. He got the email. Travis did, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute. He writes like this. He absolutely shredded the band to pieces,
Damn.
and he did it for absolutely nothing. So
Just for
shiggles, it seemed like. So I was like, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
He can just send them to me. I'll deal with them. If y'all don't like them, I feel like there's potential. So he sends the shit to me, and I have to clean them up. I get that responsibility.
Keep in mind, he has to clean them up a good bit.
Oh yeah, there's so much. There's pages.
So
that
it's
he's-
even worse
I have to
than.
condense it to like 3 or 4 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Now I've seen. I don't think I've ever read a full review because like he'll send them to me. I guess before or during or I don't know. This guy's really confusing, but he'll send me the reviews.
Yeah, I make sure that Travis, the head of all of this, confirms that this is the content he wants on his website.
Because it's
See.
never
So
the
that way I'm not
content
alone in
right away.
this.
but yeah, I mean it'll just. It looks like it got cut off because he ran out of words that was
Okay.
sent in that email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, like it say the max was 5,000 words. He went
Yeah.
for like 60,000, and then it
So
just didn't
he's
get
just sending it all in emails, like not a document of any kind.
Yeah,
just
no,
all-
it's
It's
just
all email.
it's
That's
really-
I think that's all he knows how to
that is-
do.
that
It's
is a
really-
dick move.
It's really just an email of him going on a rant about something more than a review half the time.
right.
Half of me wants to meet this guy, but half of me, if I did, I might punch him in the face or some shit.
He always finds himself in such odd situations. Like those
But
little
he's so
You know
real.
those little
He's so,
intros?
it's true.
those intros that he does for the reviews are demanded in his contract as well.
Damn.
Did you read the fucking thing at all?
Yeah, see,
Oh.
I got somebody else to type it up.
A
That was
fiver.
the old guy, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was him.
Still shaking off old management bullshit.
Hey man, I was just trying to get it done, man. That's all it was.
But no, so the in-betweens on the radio show just sort of just pop out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just really off the
Do you
cuff.
have any that you like think of ahead of time, or do you think of like any parts?
This
like,
time was the
beginning?
first time I tried having notes going in, and I feel
Sick.
like I fucked up both of them a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
And then when I was just going off the cuff, and then when Travis joined in, that was
Hey.
nice. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go off the cuff from now on.
Cool.
No editing, no filter.
Excellent.
We'll
And
see.
that's what we keep around here. No filter.
Sadly, our friend Raul is not here today. He's at work.
Yeah.
We wish he was here.
unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah. He is a great dude.
Great
And
dude. He's
he
cooking people food right now.
yes.
Spicing it up.
Spicing
You know,
it up.
like people food, like actual food with actual people in it.
Yep.
Yeah, people food, yeah.
Special pop-up called People Food.
Exactly.
And it's people.
How'd you start Vinyl Foundry, or how did y'all start?
So actually, my friend Tyler, who currently is the other 50% of Vinyl Foundry, Tyler, a few years ago, he was living in Lynchburg, as was I at the time, and he, similar story, got a bigger house in like a downtown part of town, and started having house shows and doing recording and stuff there. He was doing it all by himself and was having a bit of a struggle, because if you've ever been to Lynchburg, like, the music scene is this big. It's very good, but it's this big. So yeah, anyway, he kind of reached out to me because I was doing engineering at another studio close to Lynchburg called Fainting Goat Studio. And I had worked with a couple people
That's awesome.
at the same
Fainting
time.
Goat.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
cool.
really good place, really great studio. But they so I had been working with a couple other artists that my friend Tyler was familiar with and friends with. And so we kind of just like, he reached out to me one time and was like, hey man, I saw you doing this recording stuff. I'd love to come by and just hang out sometime while you're doing it. And so we started hanging out, and yeah, just kind of became friends. And then over the course of a couple of years, I eventually moved to Richmond with my friend Garrett and my friend Raul. And Tyler, we all kind of decided like, we're going to get another house and do the same thing, but we're really going to go for it this time. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, we got this house that we're in now. We've been accumulating a bunch of equipment between all of us. All of us have been like putting in pieces and making it happen. And everyone has been giving an immense amount of time. And yeah, so that's the structure of it there. But yeah, the goal is to grow out of this house and then eventually get like a proper building and keep the same thing, but just keep going up with it. I think it's possible. I think
it definitely is.
Sure.
It definitely is. This whole, a lot of people don't have like the passion anymore, and it's nice to see other people like
Thank you.
actually trying for the right reasons. You know what I mean?
I think that's a reason why our two organizations are going to be really great together, is because it's like we're both trying. We're both putting in the effort. There's a lot of passion all the way around. There's a lot of unpaid hours all the way around. And that's fine, because we all like know that all of us are going to do it. So it's fine. It's cool. So,
we love it. We love it.
Yeah.
We love the whole scene, the
Here
whole
for the scene and not the money.
Yeah, it's not about like the money, you know what I mean? It's more or less about like us pursuing our dreams, as well as helping other people and other people pursuing their dreams.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We love other people pursuing their dreams as well. You know what I mean? And that's what this type of scene is about.
Right.
What you're doing and what we're doing. It's about not just us pursuing our dreams. It's us as everyone as a community pursuing their dreams, because we're all beautiful.
Yeah. I think helping people should also be like one of the baselines that everyone does in trying to achieve their dreams and trying to chase their passions. I think that's something that's often missed.
Yeah.
I think the key point to a lot of bands that have ever been has been the other guys in the van, one of them making t-shirts, one of them planning out the route to get to the next town, the other one who's like willing to haul all the gear and shit.
Yeah. Everybody's got to work as a team.
It takes a lot of little people to make that big show.
Yeah. Definitely.
So you guys, with the Vinyl Foundry, you've done a couple shows here.
Yeah, we have. We've done, 4 technically, but 2 of them have been rock and roll and 2 of them have been like house music and like trance music and stuff. So it's been quite the variety around here.
Do you have a favorite show that you've had here at the Vinyl Foundry?
Yeah, definitely. So probably my most favorite one we've done was June 10th. Travis was here for that one.
You walked all the way here.
Yes, Travis walked from where?
Church Hill.
Yeah,
a few
to
miles.
North Side, which is in June, or I think
it was in June, I believe. Yeah,
it's not very comfortable.
It took me about an hour to get here.
Yeah, dude. But
it was cool. It was a really good show.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite ones, if not my favorite. Had some really good bands come through. Everyone, I feel like, performed really well and did good sets. Yeah. And then that was probably the biggest team we've had, like, helping Vinyl Foundry do something. So it was so much less stress on, like, just me or Raul or Tyler, where it was like we could kind of like, oh, the lighting guy is here and he's going to take care of all the lighting. Oh, the sound guy's here and he's going to take care of all the sound. And it was like,
that's a good feeling.
Oh, we can just facilitate the thing and
yeah,
it works better that way. So yeah,
it's really cool. It's really cool. I maybe outside of some complications, I would love to come to another show here.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
One day in the future.
What has been your guys' favorite show that Scum City has put together, or any other variation of?
Somebody else go first. I need a minute.
Stu, you go first. I'm gonna need a minute too.
Are we counting Scum City and Shabba
How about just, like,
or just Scum City?
Anything that you've been a part of? Like, what's the best show you've put together?
Okay. Yeah, somebody else. Or is it?
I think the Cannot Park Here shows that were in that abandoned parking garage.
Those were
cool.
Those were really awesome because it was just a lot of people coming together, people coming off of the street to hear the really good bands that couldn't really get a gig anywhere else. Right. Travis was there getting a tattoo.
During
the event.
Yeah, it's that one.
Hell yeah.
And the abandoned parking garage.
The vocalist is Slat.
And we were even able to get some kind of broadcast from that too.
Yeah, so we had
just all in a parking garage in downtown Richmond.
Yeah, we had some podcasters there. It was Blarg Studios or something.
Spreading the
word. My favorite one. Well, I have two. One with Shabba Dabba Doobie, and then one with Scum City. My favorite Shabba Dabba Doobie show is the one where he got tattooed.
Yeah, the Canada Park here.
Yeah, and then honestly, Battle of the Bands.
Yeah,
I'm so mad at
Black Iris.
Yeah,
Art
work,
Gallery.
So they were both running it, and I was at work.
And
I was so upset.
That was pretty fun, dude.
And you made that very excellent, wonderful, like a Scum City idol.
Yeah, well, yeah, I made the trophy, and Saturn Death Cult was the winner, and they have it the trophy I handcrafted out of clay.
Yeah,
they have it on their shelf in their like band room or whatnot.
So we were told.
And that makes me really happy, but at the same time, it makes me the energy that was there makes me even happier.
Nice.
Yeah,
like
all the bands kicked so much ass, and we left it up to a crowd vote at the end.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, nice.
So we actually did it like that.
I don't know if you already said, but where was this at?
Black Iris.
Black Iris Gallery. Yep.
Where you guys will be at.
All right. Cool.
Here soon. Mine. It's really honestly kind of hard for me to choose because there's been so many really good shows that I've enjoyed, and in a way I take pride in, I guess. But I would say either Scum City Slam.
That was
this past July.
Yeah.
Or
at Another Round Bar and Grill.
Or the first Highway Havoc, the first Under the Bridge show we did.
Nice.
It'd be between those two.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can choose one for Shabba Dabba Doobie and one for.
Well, then that's what it is. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Those Under the Bridge shows were really intense.
Yeah.
The kids that would show up were very much into it, and I was so about it.
Nice.
Yeah, Stu.
I noticed that about
the chicks split open at that show.
Yeah, you did. Wasn't it me?
I think somebody elbowed me just really hard in the fucking cheek.
I remember you coming up to me saying something like.
And it was also, I think it was while one of the bands was doing a Suicidal Tendencies cover. They were doing their fucking with me subliminally.
That was Slat.
It was Slat. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if anybody's listening, if you see Slat, they just came out with a new EP called Slatitude.
Yes, they did.
Check it out.
Check out the review for that too on Scum City 804.wixsite.com.
Question for you.
Okay.
What motivates you to keep going? Because it's hard. It's hard.
I would say, okay. There's like two main things. All right. And the first one is like just the idea of being able to give people a platform to like share their music or like share their art, even in which case the one I most interact with is music, like recording. So like to be able to give people that platform where they can like have something that they can then share with their friends or whatever, people who like the song, whatever.
And basically like trust that's gonna.
Yeah. And just kind of like being able to give that to someone else is really cool because it can really change the course of their life in a lot of ways. So
yeah,
that, and then I would say the second biggest thing though that really impacted me was my friend passing away last like a year and a half ago. My friend Garrett, he was massively influential in the whole Vinyl Foundry thing. And he lived in this house with us. And anyway, he ended up passing away. And he was always like, his motto was, quit your fucking job, start recording today. Start like drop everything you're doing and start recording today because like you may not be able to get to do it again. And unfortunately, his life did end shortly, and so he doesn't get to do that anymore. And so just being able to carry that with me, like that drive of like just do it today.
He was an inspiration.
Yeah,
basically.
for sure. That's been like I have to honor that for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Individually, my inspiration.
Yeah.
For like my part of Scum City Records or even Shabba Dabba Doobie. My brother, I wouldn't know any of the music or know about any of the music if it wasn't for my brother. He passed away on Valentine's Day of 2019.
Very sorry.
And my inspiration is around the same type of subject as yours. He showed me all the music I know.
Yeah.
Like Axe Wound and a Suicide Silence and even Asking Alexandria. Like he showed me all of that when I was younger, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have known about this type of music. Like I was just like a 9-year-old like listening to whatever music came on the radio, and he was like, no, listen to this, and I was like, oh, I like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not my only inspiration, but my inspiration is also like I love a community of people that will not let something die. And that's what we have to remember. We cannot let it die.
Yeah.
Because this community of like any music community, like I'm not my favorite music is not country, I will say that, but like even the country music, like if you are passionate about something, you cannot let it die.
No, because then like a part of you dies, like why, and then what are you doing with the rest of your life? I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
what
cool.
is your inspiration, Travis? Pause. Gotta think.
I don't know.
Please put that jerk in there. Please put that jerk in there.
It's great with the candlelit dinner.
Yes.
I don't know, man. If I had to choose something, it's just to not be who I was. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Beautiful. Stu,
what's your inspiration? What makes you keep showing up?
I woke up, didn't I?
Damn. Yeah.
That's about how I can sum it up.
Cool.
I woke up today. I guess this is good. This is as good as anything else.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Cool.
It's still very fun. I find an outlet for it for whatever it is that I have to say.
Yeah. Cool.
I get to listen to new music all the time, and it's wonderful. And
Very nice.
I'm doing it with two incredibly great people who are without a doubt at the very head and front of all this. I'm totally just in the background with a notepad, making coffee.
Nice.
Cleaning up cigarette butts and coffee grounds.
Which is the most important job.
We smoke a lot of cigarettes. I mean, I don't know, man. I to put that in better terms for me, I guess it's just maybe when I first started, it was different. But at this point, I've made so many friends doing this, and
so many impacts.
So many people that have impacted me, and I feel like we've impacted in a way, and
it's more than just what we thought it was going to be.
This whole thing started because one of my buddies, we used to live in North Carolina, me and Cordova. Yeah. That's not important. But we made a friend. His name is Jordan. Mm-hmm. He has a band called Impulse Machine. Everybody should look them up. They are
badass band.
If any band is going somewhere, they're going somewhere.
Nice.
And I fully believe in that. And this whole thing started because I had a buddy named Jake that did shows at his house. He did some shows at a skate park. And Jordan asked me if there was anything going on in Richmond where he could get a show at. Mm. And I asked Jake. He wasn't doing anything. He was really my only friend that did anything like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like respectfully, I don't mean this in a bad sort of way, but I thought about it when he wasn't doing anything, and my homie wanted to get a show down here, and I was like, well, if he can do it, I can do it.
Right.
So I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a lot of shit started forming afterwards. I started wanting to do it more. I enjoyed doing what I did.
Nice.
And yeah, it led on to what it is now, and
now our community. And it's
I feel something for this.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool.
I feel like my balls just dropped. Shit got emotional.
Yeah. I want to get some water. You guys want to break for a second?
Yeah, we can, dude. Yeah, sure. So I had a question until you asked me that question.
Your Desert Island Band?
Desert Island Band.
Ooh. You're going to hate me for this. You're really going to hate me for this.
The Smiths.
Motherfucking Grateful
Wait, are
Dead.
you speaking of...
I know.
That's a smart answer because there's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. That's a long time's worth of fucking music right there.
Can somebody explain this to me?
But wait, are you speaking of all of Vinyl Foundry?
Desert Island Band.
Oh, no, I didn't just for me. That's just my opinion. The rest of the guys probably think something else.
Right.
Yeah.
So for context, because Travis didn't know, a Desert Island Band is one band that you could pick if you were trapped on a desert island with just one band's discography. And whose would it be?
All right. Yours is Grateful Dead?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
What would yours be, Abby?
I don't know. I'm not going to lie. Like, Grateful Dead is great.
So that would be yours?
Yeah.
Too? Okay. I probably had to pick Alice in Chains.
Okay.
That would be
pretty solid choice.
But not the current Alice in Chains, the original Alice in Chains.
I mean, you get all of them anyway.
Well, I wouldn't listen.
Can I change?
Day 57. Travis finally listens to God or the Devil Put Dinosaurs here.
Yours?
Oh, fucking Black Sabbath. You fucking kidding me?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, man.
That is good enough for me.
So what all what all bands and what projects has the Vinyl Foundry done as of since y'all started?
So the first ones that really solidified us were Garrett Long's album called 9 Lives, the guy I talked about earlier, who passed away. His album 9 Lives, that was recorded at Fainting Goat Studio, though closer to Lynchburg. But that was like recorded, produced, mixed, and mastered by myself.
Nice.
And Garrett, of course. But yeah, we did that, and that was like the first Vinyl Foundry project, and we did some videos for it as well, and like really built like a whole package with the whole album. It's cool.
Oh yeah. Besides that, do you have any other favorites? Any real proud projects that you've had the pleasure of doing?
Definitely. So there's definitely been like a couple other singer-songwriters in the mix, and like bands that you do like a one-off with, like a one song or whatever. But some of the more refined projects, I would say, probably the most fun I've had recording, because we did it in like 2 weekends, like where we just all of us slept in the studio, like recorded up as late as we could. Then like everyone sleep for a few hours and get up and keep going for like 3 days straight. We did that twice. Was the band called Smoke. They're from Lynchburg. They're like doom metal, but they're really got their own flavor though. It's not just like another sleep band. Like it's really good for sure. They're more like Southern rock influenced as well, but just something about it, man. I don't know. You got to check it out. So that project was called Groupthink, and that was, again, like I said, it took us a few weeks to record it and everything, and that was just like pretty much one of the first projects that really solidified like, oh, I am okay with being here in the same room with these people for the next like days on end while we work on this. And I'm having a great time. But like, if you were to put me in a room with like doing anything else, probably, I would probably want out immediately. But it was just like, it was really locked me in for like, okay, this is what I want to do for sure. So.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're in a band called Casual Cauterization?
That's correct. Casual Cauterization.
How long has that been around?
That's been around for about 2 years. It has been a 2-piece. It started as a 2-piece, as myself and a drummer, and I play bass in that band and sing a little bit. It has now since grown to a 3-piece with myself playing bass and singing. Raul, who you will meet another time, sings and plays guitar. And because drummers do drummer things, we have a rotating list of drummers. So yeah, it's been fun. We have a lot of music recorded, but it's kind of this weird trap you can fall into if you have a studio in your house, is you will record like a full album of things and be like, all right, I'm happy with this. And then you'll have a thought or an idea a week later, and then you just don't stop yourself from doing that. And like you keep adding things, and then you go back and like rewrite parts and you change the whole song around. So we have a lot of music in the back catalog right now. However, there's one song on Spotify because
the Mountain Song.
Yeah, Mountain Song. And guess what? It's already been rewritten twice by
now.
So.
Listen to it. Yep. It's on Spotify.
Well we in Scum City are very, very excited to hear what you guys got.
Thank you. On. We're excited to play. We've got some really cool stuff that I finally feel like I am playing to the best of my ability, or I'm writing to the best of my ability. And it's like, I'm not just playing the easy stuff anymore. It's like, I think we've all done that as a band. We've all kind of stepped up and like are writing and composing more complex parts that don't need to be over complex, but it just makes a song more interesting, I think. But yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hell yeah. What music projects have you all been involved with? Like bands or solo projects, whatever?
I don't have anything that you like.
For me, nothing.
I don't have anything that you could look up. So in total, I've been in 2 bands. One band was called Pepper Spray Over Colin.
Okay.
It was a punk band.
Okay.
It was Chris. And I was the bassist. Forewarning, I didn't know how to play bass. I just was chosen. I was the chosen one.
That's how bass players work. I got gifted a bass. And they were like, "You're the bass player now."
And for the few songs that we came up with, I felt like I didn't do that bad. And I felt like, but like also I broke my arm, so I don't have full. I didn't do the rehab for it, so I didn't have the full rotation, so I couldn't really reach the frets correctly. Yeah. So I played a little weird, and it also hurt me while I played it. But for like the 2-3 songs that we had, I feel like I killed it.
Nice.
But yeah, that just didn't end up becoming.
For those of you who know pepper spray over Colin,
there's very few.
But you are the elite. You are the elite.
And then there was another band that we never named, and it was a 3-piece little hardcore band that we practiced in my mom's garage twice when I was 16.
Beautiful. That it was a poem right there. That was
the golden times. Those for the two people that were in it. Where you at? Because I ain't heard from you in a while. But and outside of that, I'm doing something now that will be out soon.
Cool. Very excited to hear it. Heard a little bit earlier. Very cool, but I'm excited for the finished project.
How about you, Stu Bird?
30
what
minutes
you been involved
later.
with?
30 minutes later.
Yeah, I've been in a couple bands.
Were you born into a band?
We put out some records.
Yes.
So were you born into a band?
Pretty much, yeah.
I can believe
just
that.
kind of what I figured out I should probably be doing.
Nice.
And I was doing it for a long time with some really decent people in Eustace and in Black Acid Ritual. Black Acid Ritual album I'm still really proud of.
Nice.
But now, like, ever since I've been occupied with Scum City,
we got him.
It's been
There's
a lot better.
They have a
you know.
secret surprise for y'all coming.
I like not having to deal with certain egos and attitudes anymore. And I can just like write and do the radio show and stuff like that, and just play some of my favorite tunes from the bands that we've worked with.
Nice.
But you know, it finds a way. It finds a way into your ass.
The deepest part.
Every time. Every time.
The weather's been nice.
What the fuck it hasn't?
I was about to say no.
It's been humid as fuck the past few days, man. Like a couple days a week
and then
ago,
it rained last night.
Was like nice,
and
now it's like doing like the 5-minute rains again, like it does in Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, if you don't like the weather in Virginia, just fucking wait.
Just fucking wait.
I'm tired of waiting. I want it to get cold again.
Yeah.
I want snow. I want fall
humidity.
leaves. Want campfires and sweatshirts again. You know, I'm a simple girl.
So, Tim,
I want to light a fire in my yard and it not be weird.
I want to light a fire in my ass and it not be weird. Tim,
let's go to Valhalla together, you guys. Let's do it.
We're gonna cut for a commercial break. Tim, what's the end goal with the Vinyl Foundry, man? What are y'all really thinking?
All right.
Here we go.
So, don't tell anyone, right?
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Nobody.
So the goal is to move out of this building into another building. Fingers crossed, the next building will be a old church, which we will gut. Okay. All right. And then we will be able to have our venue and studio space in a licensed building that can have both of those things. And church buildings usually have space for all that shit already. So we'd have like the venue inside the cathedral. What do you call that shit?
The cathedral.
I'm not very
the
religious.
altar.
The main
where the church part
happens. Reception area, I guess.
Yeah, where the church part happens.
There's that word.
There's that word.
That word. What is it called?
Chapel.
Chapel.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
perhaps.
Chapel,
Okay.
Cathedral.
Okay, that part.
Y'all know what we mean.
Because
would you change the sign on the top of the building? You know,
yeah,
it's got that big point on it.
It does.
That thing.
I would
Don't cancel us
for like a. What do they call them? Like Christians, but
no. You need to find a Mormon
Mormons.
church.
Yeah,
It's got the one with the lady with the horn blowing.
Yeah,
because you could the T-lestrial, the C-lestrial, and the whatever the last kingdom is they believe in.
Mm-hmm. And Space Jesus, they also believe in that, which I think is pretty cool.
I fully respect
this out.
I fully respect
Mormon.
Really,
growing up, I was
respect
Mormon.
Space Jesus, but I only laughed because of the way you said it. You were just like Space Jesus, and I was like,
This ain't your dad's Christ.
But yeah,
Space Jesus.
growing up, I used to be Mormon. It was just my parents.
Yeah,
But
no, I
at
was
the same
super
time-
Southern Baptist. I can relate to the whole.
Yeah,
this is
like
what we believe.
I didn't know that they believe. Like I just went to It's like there was a main. All right, we can put this in there.
Okay.
I used to be Mormon, but I don't believe in it. I never believed in it because I hated it. And we used to go to the main thing, and Mormons don't drink any alcohol. So what is the thing where you take the blood of Christ and
communion.
Communion?
Yeah.
It was water and bread.
Not
instead
even the
of
grape juice.
No,
just
water. And
pre
then we would do that, and people would go up onto the stand and be like,
take some sips.
These are my sins. I committed adultery. I committed this. I did this. And y'all all have to know about that or I'm going to hell.
Wait a minute. They give confessional to the whole congregation?
That's fucking wild.
Yo!
It's brutal. And then after that would be over, it would just be confessions.
Imagine going up to
and
a group
children
of people.
would go up.
Yeah.
Like 17-year-olds would go up and say some
Masturbated 18
shit.
times this week.
Some shit that
Thought about John Smith for 5 of them.
nobody needs to know.
Imagine going up to a group of people and be like, I cheated on my wife last week.
Ew.
But then we would go into the kids would go to their like Sunday school, I guess you would call it. I forget what it was called. And then parents would go into their things, and then middle-aged childs would go into the practicing how to light fires with fire starters.
What?
And whatnot. And we had
This
like
was like
this
a
whole
different flavor.
Boy Scout. They would go
Were
camping
they doomsday prepping?
and everything.
Just this certain group, age group?
Just a certain age, like 12 to 14.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, and it was honestly scarring. It was brutal, and
Deep state.
like my mom was like, dude, no more of this, no more. We're not doing this. And so now my mom she just believes in doing your best in life and whatnot. But like, yeah, not saying anything bad about Mormons, but they're brutal. They're really strict, and yeah,
Y'all do what you do and you do it prep.
there's some things, but you do what you do.
I'm not judging you, but somebody else might be.
I like the comedy that comes at the expense of your community. I apologize. Mormons.
Oh, fuck. Yo, Stu, man. How did the name Stu Bird come to be?
Don't ask me that question.
I didn't ask you that question.
Next,
Tim, what did you have to say?
Fuck. So we came back and I still don't know. That one caught me off guard.
we're just a bunch of pieces of
Degenerates.
shit
Same thing.
rolling around in our own feces here. Yeah, basically.
So y'all think if I choke slam somebody, they go through that table pretty easy?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
That happened at my work.
You think it just snap?
I think it would just snap. Yeah, it's like a folding table.
Yeah.
And it
What if
folds right there.
It probably holds you together.
I feel like I could literally put one foot on it and try to step up, and it would break.
It very well could.
Scumbag TV
We have
episode
a
2 is
giant one of
filming
these
so
in
right now.
Excellent.
So.
They're convenient. You can use them for shows too.
Yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why are your glasses fucked up?
Because I broke them. Yeah, actually, because you stepped on them. That's why they're fucked up.
Shh. Wrong question.
Yeah, well, you asked
I
it.
didn't mean to.
I used to have another pair of glasses, and they broke off my face because I was skateboarding
Stu, how long
down
have
a
you
hill.
been
Oh,
growing your hair?
Yeah, how long has it been growing his hair? This hair.
God, like since I was 10, so for 17 years.
When was the last time you cut it?
Last time I got my undercut done was like,
No, like cut the ends of your like longest pieces of your hair.
I mean, yeah, I got them trimmed up and everything, but it hasn't been short since I was maybe like 13, 14.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Metal brother.
I mean, people like it. Women really like it because it's usually better than their hair because I've never dyed it. I've never put heat to it or anything. Just like, oh my God, it's so natural. And I'm like, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I use horse shampoo too and conditioner.
Oh, mane and tail.
Mane, baby.
Tail and
Damn right.
Mane. Is it mane and tail or tail and mane?
It's mane and tail.
It's one of them.
They were calling it ketamine.
I think that is what they're calling it.
No, dude, that was beautiful, dude. Put that in there.
Man.
Yes.
But don't put that in there. Got him. Just kidding. Got him.
This is what we do when we hang out, you guys. This is what we do. We're just chilling.
We're
laughing.
in a professional environment.
99% of the time we're laughing because
there's no sexual harassment here going on at all.
Oh.
So how did you feel about the cock-sucking scene in Hateful Eight?
Oh.
Did you see the extended version
No.
where he added like 5 more minutes of that footage of that dude sucking Samuel Jackson?
Is this another Quentin Tarantino?
Dick? Yes.
He loves them weird.
I know.
He loves
does them a lot.
I wonder how much extra footage there is of like the scene where they're in the bottom of the pawn shop in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Where it's like the torture sex chamber down there.
Honestly, that scene, that whole thing, like segment has one of my favorite scenes ever. It's where he's trying to find a weapon after he escapes, and he finds like a chainsaw and a gun and a shotgun, and then he looks up while the soundtrack's doing that. And he comes out with the fucking katana.
Okay. What's y'all's favorite video game?
Sly Cooper. All of them.
Brutal Legend or Quake. Love Quake.
Shit, man. Skyrim.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a yeah. No, you would like
Cooper,
Horizon.
That's one of them.
I haven't heard of it. What is it?
Top ones.
It's like Skyrim mixed with Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Mixed with like Witcher.
Okay, cool.
This is Zero Horizon.
No, it's just Horizon.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, or Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Mechanical animals, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's like Skyrim mixed with Assassin's Creed mixed with Witcher, and it's like you have like the gameplay of like Assassin's Creed where you like parkour and whatnot, and you have like slingshots where you can go and attach to something and like jump up and pull yourself too. And shit. It's really cool.
Nice.
You should check it out. And also the free roam is like Skyrim.
Oh, nice. I enjoy that about games that are like.
I ain't gonna lie, Rocket League is pretty cool too.
You fucking simpleton.
I beat all of y'all's asses.
Did you say your favorite game?
I did, yeah.
What was it?
Brutal Legend and Quake.
Care. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Burn.
That is a great game. I'm sorry.
Cyberpunk sucks.
Yeah, you tell it.
That's also my second favorite game. The Horizon's only my favorite game because I'm playing that right now. But my backup when I get tired is Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
and Cyberpunk
it's much better now, though.
Sick.
It is much better now.
After all the shit they did, it's great. Cyberpunk is like really good.
So Tim, what made you want to be in a band, man? Is Kazcar your first band?
Yeah, pretty much. Like first band that's like trying for sure.
Yeah. What were the other bands that weren't trying?
Oh, dude, I did this like ukulele trio when I was like 13.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Dude. Fuck. There's those guys will know. Whoever you are, you will know. That was, it was that, and then we practiced twice, and what did we think was gonna happen? But it was fun. But yeah, then there was just like some getting together and jamming stuff. But Kazcar was definitely like the first like formative thing. And yeah, it just started off as like, again, me and another friend playing music together, just jamming, and then, oh, here's some songs I have, we should try and play them, and just went from there.
Yeah. Hell yeah. If you had to describe the genre there, I mean, obviously, I don't want to ask too much about Kazcar because I'd like to get y'all on individually as a as a group, for this podcast. But So what's the genre? If y'all had to describe a genre.
So we're a 3-piece now. Okay, so it's when we play live, it's a lot more like rock and roll. We try and put more emphasis because you can't do as much layering, obviously, when you're a 3-piece, like just one guitar happening. So we try and play like more rock and roll and provide more energy that way, like more like the drums are not. I don't want to say danceable, but you can like get into it, and it's
hit a little 2-step.
Yeah, exactly. But when we record, it's more like we use a lot more soundscape stuff and like a lot more layering of guitars. And yeah, so but the main like bloodline throughout it is probably like punk, some grunge elements, but a lot of our lyrics seem like emo songs. So I would say it's in that realm. But we do get heavy sometimes. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw y'all at the show I came to here.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Thank you.
Y'all did great.
Thanks.
I said, hey.
Scan more for more beer.
Name 3 songs from that album.
From this album?
Yes.
Sabra Cadabra.
Put him on the spot.
Oh shit.
Shit. No. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is the title track, obviously. Fuck. I get a lot of the songs on this album confused with Sabotage, but not the same thing.
What's up with Sabotage?
Come on, man. You're missing one of the most beautiful ones.
No. No, that's on volume 4.
You want me to tell you what you're missing?
Orchid, is that?
No, that was on Master of Reality.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, what is it?
A National Acrobat.
Oh. That's true. Golden Riff. Yes.
And that's why Sabbath's my desert band.
Excellent choice.
What is everybody's favorite band that they've seen live in person? I'll just start off. Mine is Marilyn Manson.
Good for you. Good for you to say you've seen him in person and had him lick your whole hand.
And that it was good.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna get into that because people don't believe me, but
he licked your hand.
He did.
And he done
you got Satan's kiss on your hand.
I got Satan's lick. I got Satan's herpes.
Oh,
that's what I got.
Yeah, you should have petri dish.
I should have took the outline of the saliva and got it tattooed.
Yeah,
that's what I should have done.
But no, it said you got a cyclops for who?
Marilyn Manson.
Exactly.
Nice.
I didn't even realize that.
That's what this it's from Portrait of an American Family, the song Cyclops by Marilyn Manson. That's what this tattoo is.
Nice.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember.
Oh, that would be really cool.
I wish I did. I feel like it would be more of an
You're a piece
important
of shit.
moment in my life if I did remember.
Let's move it on. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Also, there was a band that opened for him, Lehigh Fox.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still a band anymore. I saw them at the Norva. So actually, funny story. I don't know. It's funny. I don't know. I'm laughing, I guess. This girl. I was in 9th grade, something like that. She got she was trying to see Marilyn Manson at the National, which is in Richmond, if you don't know. But she accidentally bought 2 tickets to Marilyn Manson at the Norva, which is in Norfolk.
Right.
And yeah, I was cool with her. We were friends. We talked a lot, and she knew I liked the same music. So she was like, "Hey, my mom bought these tickets. We were in high school. She's like, my mom bought these tickets, and do you want them? We meant to buy them for another venue."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, of course."
Yes.
And so I gave the other ticket. Since I had 2, I gave the other ticket to whoever would give me a ride there.
Right.
Which was also every year when Warped Tour was still happening, my dad would buy me 2 tickets to Warped Tour as like a birthday present, and that second ticket would go to the ride there.
Yeah,
I've been doing that for concerts throughout year.
Nice.
However many years.
It's a good system. You get to go with a buddy and they hook you up with a ride.
Yeah,
it's nice.
But yeah, what's y'all's favorite live performance you've seen?
Like Moths to Flames.
They're good. They're really good live.
I really like them. That was like back in my like younger years, but like I don't care who you are. The emo music still slaps. Okay?
You got to go back to it here and there.
Like,
you got to.
I don't care who you are, dude. Like, that shit's still good.
Mm.
You can't, like, hate on Asking Alexandria. Even though that was a lot of people's first, like, emo or, like...
You can't hate on We Are a Harlot.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, it, you know, like Mustard Flames, like, that was a really... I saw them at the, Camel.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Camel,
Canal Club.
Kingdom. I saw them at Kingdom.
Oh, yeah. Kingdom. I don't even get me started on Kingdom.
My God.
What is that? I'm not familiar.
It's
You never been to the Kingdom?
That is where I saw one of my favorite fucking shows, though.
They closed it down. They closed down, but it was like
yeah.
back in the day,
venue.
years ago.
I
It
miss
was
that
like
venue.
one of the that and
Do you know where the Tipsy Crab is in Shaka Bottom?
Yeah, I do actually.
All right, so if you're looking at the Tipsy Crab and you go down that space in between and you go take a right on the first alley, the Kingdom was the first.
it was
door to the
literally
left.
in an alleyway,
Okay.
and it like
Nice.
did
And
really big
It
shows
was
there.
it was the best venue. I saw the Plot New there. I Wrestled a Bear once.
I saw I Wrestle a Bear once. They were
There-
actually insane.
There was a lot of good
dude.
shows. That
It was
place.
actually I saw I Wrestle a Bear once. My first ever show, and it was Abandon All Ships. I wrestled a bear once. Fuck. What else was it? I don't know. It was a bunch of like emo bands and like whatnot, and that was like still one of my. I got my lip busted open at that show, and then I went on stage with like I was wearing a wife beater, and it was white. And, like, there was blood all the way down my wife beater and everything. And I was on stage with just blood just gushing out of my face.
Nice.
Just chilling with I Wrestled a Bear once, just headbanging. And then I just jumped back into the crowd. It was insane.
I'll let y'all keep going, too. I just also want to say I saw Sworn In with their original vocalist, Tyler Denon, before they got the other vocalist that fucking came out with one EP and then fucking left. Fuck you. Yeah, it's probably my favorite show. Stu, Tim, whoever would like to go next.
We have a lot of show.
I got one. Do you have one?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I kind of got like three.
Okay.
All right. Well, one of my favorite performers I've ever seen is called Gull, Gull. I saw him at Gallery 5 downtown, and Ryan Waste was in the front seat row. Yeah, it was one guy with like a couple drums in front of him and like a guitar, and he was just like slapping shit at him and making whole ass great songs with a looper pedal. It was amazing.
I've heard of Gull, and I've never seen them, so I didn't know of it.
Yeah, no, it's just one guy. He's incredible. And then we went down the street and got like a 5-foot long fucking sub.
Nice.
And ate it on the street. The other one is probably Cow Decapitation at Kingdom, just because they also blew 6 feet under off the stage. They really did.
6 feet under?
Yeah, that was the show that Chris Barnes like went and punched Travis Ryan, the singer for Cow Decapitation, and then ran back to his tour bus. That was that show.
Oh my god.
And then probably Rob Zombie at Mayhem Fest.
Nice.
Oh, you went to Mayhem Fest?
A few years ago. This is 2013, 2012.
They stopped doing that before they canceled Warped Tour.
I was there. It was a Monomar, Five Finger Death Punch, and Mastodon. Mastodon fucking sucked. Five Finger Death Punch did put on a good quality live show. I mean, hell, man, we were all just there to party anyway. And then Rob Zombie was ending it. We couldn't drudge anybody.
Have y'all ever heard of the Chili Cook-Off?
Yeah.
I went to all of those.
Chili Cook-Off was the shit.
I have something to say about that after Tim.
I remember there was like 3 summers in a row where all I heard on the radio was Incubus at Chili Cook-Off.
Well, Tim?
I went and saw in Baltimore. I saw Era and Alpha Wolf. I don't know if you've heard. They're like an Australian. Yeah, Alpha Wolf is really cool. Not something I listen to regularly, but that was one of the best live shows I've seen for sure. Like insane circle pit that like I jumped in there and I got like I think it was an elbow to my face, like right here, and I thought my nose was bleeding, and I was like, You know that feeling you get when you get hit in the nose and it's just like
you can almost smell it.
Yeah, like definitely.
You can definitely smell it.
Yeah. Got one of those and then it was awesome. And yeah, got to explore Baltimore after that. It was really
yeah.
Nice.
Baltimore's always
where
fun.
was that soundstage?
I don't know.
Don't remember.
Also, is this allowed? Also took acid that night.
Yeah, this
so it was like just show up and see what happens.
Yeah.
So
as far as the chili cook-off goes, that was actually one of my first shows I ever went to when I was about 14.
Same, actually.
My cousin was in a band called If It Takes Forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I saw them.
Maybe. But I was 14. It was on 420. It was right around when I first started smoking weed. But yeah, none of that's important. Don't smoke weed. It'll kill you. There's so many death benefits from it. But yeah, my cousin played.
We have a little bit of a distraction here.
Stu was doing the backwards worm. But yeah, so with If It Takes Forever, that was my cousin's band. He was also in a couple other local bands, or maybe just one. I forget offhand. But I went there originally to see him and his band play, and he opened up for Flyleaf with the original vocalist, which I got the pleasure of seeing, and 3 Days Grace,
awesome.
which was really fucking cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I went to all of the chili cook-offs.
Yeah, I was there. I don't know what year it was. I forget. I remember. The only thing I remember is that
I remember
it was with my first like official girlfriend, and that was the first person I ever smoked weed with. And I remember it was on 420, so that was like a big thing.
Yeah,
and
that was the moment.
And yeah, we got really high. Saw my cousin play some music, and then saw Flyleaf in 3 Days Grace, and it was really, really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna lead into my next question, I guess. But what is the first show I ever went to, and this is the reason I'm bringing it up, is because it has to do with my cousin's band, If It Takes Forever, or his old band. The first show, maybe not the first show, but the first metal show I ever went to that got me into this kind of music was one of his shows. It was like a metalcore band, and he opened up for Muir. If you know who Muir is.
Oh, that's another good.
That was
one of my
the
favorite.
very first metal band that I ever listened to outside of my cousin's band was Muir. And I saw them at Canal Club, and he actually put me in a music video, which is still on YouTube. If you look up, oh man, I wish I remembered. If It Takes Forever, something.
Look up all their songs.
If It Takes Forever, I think there's only like one, and it's that music video that you're probably gonna find.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
But yeah, that was like the show that got me into like this is who I am.
Yeah.
You know? What was the first show that kind of got you into,
or how'd you get into
what was the first show? How'd you get into listening to this type of music? Or this type of music is in metal. There's
okay.
We support all music. There's no, you know.
What really got you into music? In general?
Yeah. Okay.
The music you like.
Okay. Well, It's kind of sound dumb, but when I was growing up, I always thought when people spoke in different languages, it sounded cool. Like a person speaking French is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that sounds sick.
What are they doing?
I love Young Belial because it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
It's Italian rap music.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds pretty cool.
As you were saying.
So yeah, just kind of like hearing how different ways of people could communicate was really interesting to me growing up. And my older brother played drums, and so that was kind of like my first time. I remember being like a little kid, seeing like my older brother play drums, and being like, "Oh, other people do this. Like this isn't just like a thing you hear on the radio or whatever."
Yeah.
And so that kind of started there, and then as I got older, like into high school and stuff, started going to like house shows, and house shows were like, "Oh my god, like this is crazy!" Like I had never even been to like I guess I had been to some like larger concerts, but nothing really notable. But then like house shows were like, oh my God, like everybody's super into this and we're all crammed in this tiny room.
That's the energy.
Yeah.
That's what I love about house shows. Yep.
So that's kind of what got me started. And then just kind of progressed from there. Like I like a lot of more classic things like Black Sabbath, even though it sounded like a poser earlier. Couldn't even That's okay. The shirt that I'm wearing, damn, got me. But
yeah, that's the main reason why I didn't wear a band shirt today, because I knew it was a question was going to come up. And I was
that was just like poor choices. Anyway.
There's so much music, and it's just
you just expect me to have the registry anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like house shows got me going, and then I started booking shows when I was like 15, I think. And my dad had a roofing company and had a warehouse, and some part of that warehouse was kind of empty sometimes. And so I asked him if I could like start doing stuff. And first show, like 8 people showed up, but it was like, this is the best. We're cooking burgers and shit.
Hell
like,
yeah.
It's
all about the energy. It's never about how many people come to a show.
Yeah.
It's about the energy.
That was like super special.
You can have
the whole thing.
700 people at your show, but nobody moves.
Yeah.
But you can have 13 at the show, or even like 8 at the show, and everyone's moving, having a good time. And that's a better show than 700 people.
Yeah. No,
in my perspective.
It was a real cool time. But yeah, that's kind of how it got started. I just like good players too. People who play well, who aren't just like, here's what sounds like the song you're going to expect to hear, but like well put together players, people who you can tell like they give a shit and they've put time into it. I think it's my jam.
Heck yeah. For me, I as my brother got me into it, he was literally my best friend for a while, and he made me who I am today, and I give that to my brother. I wouldn't be in the position I am if it wasn't for him. You already said, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what was the question?
The question is, what got you into the music you like now, or the music you prefer?
Yeah, I guess I've been listening to like a lot of like old R&B and shit and like funk stuff.
Nice.
So I was really leaning away from heavy shit for a long time, especially after what I've been doing for most of my life.
Yeah.
And now the stuff I'm doing now is kind of dipping back into the heavy stuff, and I'm able to kind of take what I learned listening to other shit and bring it back into what I'm doing now with other people. But I'm still just in love with everything. If I was thinking about this too, if Black Sabbath wasn't my desert island band, it would probably be Tom Waits.
Really?
Because that dude did fucking everything.
Yeah, huge
like,
discography.
Dude, I will let you know, that dude right there, like his music genre is over here, over there, but it all like is beautiful. Like he's shown me some shit that I like genuinely listen to once a day. Like if that's one of the people that like you can go to for
Dick Stacks, he's behind you.
Heartfelt music and good shit. Yeah, he's one of the people to go to.
I hunt for that shit, man.
Yeah.
I hunt for that shit with a
He's like hours on end just on his computer or something, like searching for, I don't know, he searches for like, and like he'll go on his Google search bar and be like, I don't know, what's the fucking most amazing, beautiful, heavy, but also soft, amazing, gorgeous band that you've ever seen in your life, and he finds them.
Yeah, it'll somehow be like Yes's performance of freaking Big Generator in 1983.
Yeah.
And it's just got like 2 seconds that are like, oh my God, did you hear that? The way it moved for a second.
Like me and him the other night listened to Tiny Tim and rocked out.
If there's like 2 or 3 seconds where it's just the greatest thing I've ever heard, then that's like a truly worthwhile song. Like I hunt for truly beautiful music.
Yeah.
I do.